Hello. Ew, my hair looks weird. Okay, it's giving. Anyways, okay. I'm gonna try to do a Thursday reading real quick. Not real quick, I'm not gonna rush it obviously, but I'm trying to do it kind of. I'm very aware of like how loud I'm being in any social situation as well as like in my living situation, even though I still end up usually being obnoxious. Um, which is probably why I'm aware of it because I was very much told when I was younger by other people, my family, blah blah blah, that I was too much. But I'm a bad bitch, so if I get, anyways, that was my intro for you. Happy Thursday. What you should take from that is be yourself, be free, honor your truth. I did some rearranging, so I was very excited about that. I went to Jack-o'-lantern World with my brother, his wife, and his nephew, or my nephew. It was very chill. My thoughts are kind of jumbled, so we will see how this reading goes. Okay. Okay, Spirit. I have an idea, and you tell me how you feel about it. I'm gonna get into the reading, but for the people who have kind of like reached out to me and enjoyed my readings, and thank you to everybody who has shown support. Let me know. I was interested in doing like breakdowns by signs, but I also have recently been called more towards like life path numbers. So yeah, let me know if that would interest you at all. Um, because yeah, I was thinking about doing readings for the life path numbers. Okay, anyways, but let me all right. What do we need to know? What messages do you have for us? What do we need to know? Okay. Yeah, I feel like right now you're doing your best to balance all of the new things that are coming into your life. And there are, I'm sure that there are areas you're feeling like you're struggling in, but I do see like overall you're doing really well. Um, it may feel really hard and it may be uncomfortable, but um, you've got, so overall, yes, the Two of Pentacles. You're balancing your day to day. You're building a routine. You're trying to make sure you still have time for your friends, for your family, for um, being true to yourself, to your passions, and things like that. And it can be very draining to do, but I see you doing it with grace. That was too much. So I see you doing it with grace because you have the Six of Wands here, which is that victory, which is that recognition. And so, even if you're not seeing it, I think the people around you are very much aware that you are on the right track. Because we, of course, can be our greatest critics, you know. But people are looking at you and they're seeing this Emperor, this stable, strong energy. This, what I love about these cards is because they're very nature related. So seeing the tree, this is Aries energy, the Emperor card, but also has an energy of kind of like earthy vibes because of that grounded and rooted energy. And I see you very much not only being planted but blooming. Um, and so you've kind of found your footing, so to speak, and maybe you're tapping into some energies from the past with the Six of Cups. That's like, because the Emperor could be also the father figure, maybe you're tapping into some childhood traumas and joys. Um, Sometimes, in order to best heal ourselves, we have to acknowledge the places that were painful, but also look back on what did you love about being young and about being free in that way. Um, the other thing I want to acknowledge when it comes to healing from parental trauma is if you're someone like me who has taken on um, a large part of the negative qualities of my parents, but also a large part of their best qualities, you may need to acknowledge that as well. Like, kind of check in with yourself and be like, yes, okay, they hurt me in these ways and that needs to be dealt with. But what strengths did they give me? And maybe there are none. Maybe you feel as though there are none, but not feel, I don't mean that to sound condescending, but yeah, there's very much an energy of tapping into the past uh, and trying to get in touch with yourself, but find that joy. What things did you enjoy about being young, and apply that into your routine? Because part of this Two of Pentacles energy and balancing life is to make sure it's a life that you enjoy. You can't just keep balancing and juggling bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, that's crusty. You want to be actively building the life that you want to live, which I see you doing. I mean, there's also the Two of Cups here, so you could have a new love interest. Maybe they're the person who is adding into this stability. Maybe they're making you feel youthful, and it feels like a victory. And there's so much happening here, but there is kind of an energy here of maybe watching out. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the King of Wands. Um, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it's good, especially at the beginning. If this is a new situation for you, maybe just like being cautious, but not so much that you're self-sabotaging. Just be realistic. If there are red flags popping up, be mindful of them. Don't, especially if you've been hurt in the past, don't let yourself get played again. There's something to be said about hypervigilance, of course, and unfortunately, trauma will do that to you. Um, and there are perks of the King of Wands. It's not just that he doesn't. He is very charming. He's very, flirtatious, but he's grounded too in his own way. He's just impulsive, is the thing. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that he's not a good leader like any of the kings. He's not. He doesn't mean that he's not a good match. And you have the Judgment card here too. So you are going through this transformation. You are rising above any sort of tribulations that you've been going through. And again, with the Six of Wands, like, that victory is on the horizon. It's just a matter of allowing yourself. Maybe you're kind of being sneaky. Maybe that you're a little bit afraid of these new situations. It could be in work as well. Like, with the Two of Cups, it can be like just a very give and take type relationship. So maybe it's a new position that you're feeling anxious about because in the past you've dealt with sneaky workplace environments or bad managers or bad this or that, bad partners, bad whatever. Apply it to your situation, and so you're feeling kind of guarded, especially when they come on with this King of Wands energy. Maybe it makes you feel like, is this too good to be true? Because you're so fiery and sexy and smart and coming at me, and this just feels too good, blah, blah, blah. Be aware, but also trust the process, because you are different than who you were before. And you have this raw strength. You have this animal instinct that you've probably either inherited just from life or from survival mode. You have been able to persevere and to fight. And now you can kind of tame that. You're thriving now, so you don't have to be this wild lion. You can turn into like this little puppy, you know what I mean? Like, just tame yourself a little bit. Because we also have the Daughter of Swords, which is the Page of Swords, and that's very much, maybe you're going to be writing a letter, writing out your feelings. Maybe you're journaling more. Maybe you're doing a pros and cons list. I know there's a running joke about if you have to write a pros and cons list about them, they're not the one. It's funny, but I'm someone who very much has to process my thoughts through writing them out and on paper. So with the Page of Wands, or Page of Swords, it could be time to sit down and really get clear. Maybe you're writing a business plan, actually. Like, this could be so many different things you could be writing. But I do get a sense that you are writing something out and you're getting clear about the direction you want this to take. So that could But you have the King of Cups. Like, yeah, it's a romp. You could be writing a love letter. You really could. Or you could be writing about a passionate new opportunity related to work, like a creative opportunity. Maybe you're getting to do something that you've always dreamt of doing and it's going to bring you money. You have a lot coming towards you, King of Pentacles. And Knight of Cups, wish fulfillment. Like, this seems like a really exciting time. Maybe you are writing a proposal. Whatever it is, you have a lot of emotion behind it. You have a lot of passion behind it, but it's also rooted in reality. It's not something you've just made up in your head. It's not just this fantasy. It's something that you are capable of doing, capable of getting, and you will get. So you're pushing forward. I love seeing that. Okay, hold on. I'll switch up. The World. And again, I don't do reversals, so the World. Things are closing out, cycles are completing. The Knight of Swords. This is happening fast. And in a kind of a intense way, because that's the pro and con of the Knight of Swords, is it happens very quickly, and a lot of us, like, I'm someone who is very impatient. I love getting what I want right away, but there's that element of being piercing or of rushing into something. So there could be some things that you're not expecting, maybe some delays or this or that, or errors. But overall, what I definitely see, like, you've done the work and you've gone through so many versions of yourself that this person who's being reborn, this person that's coming forward, this life you're leaving behind, is giving birth to a new life that is very exciting, and you're going to rush towards it, because what else are you going to do? Like, you're not going to wait for the door to close. You're going through it. You're going to break that bitch down. You don't care. What else do we have here? This might be too much. It's too much. Oh my gosh. I jumped backwards. Maybe. Okay. What else should we know, Spirit? The Three of Swords. It still feels past. I've kind of been getting that a lot, so I almost wonder if I'm speaking to a specific person. That's what's so exciting about the internet, is like, you can literally talk to anybody. I have no idea who this is specifically for, and most tarot readers start out by doing readings that semi-relate to themselves. Like, even if you're doing it for someone else, like, a lot of times it's because your energy is in alignment and you're able to pick up on what they're going through because you're going through something similar. So yes, of course, some of this does sort of relate to me as well, but I've been doing it long enough that I can almost visualize who this is for. Like, I can almost feel you, whoever you are. I don't, but it's exciting. Anyways, so with the Three of Swords, there is that betrayal. There is that lingering sting from whatever has happened that has left you feeling like you could have, maybe because you also have some of this, like, past energy and inner child stuff, that I wonder if maybe it's just that voice in your head that you got from childhood. Maybe it was a parent figure or an adult figure who just told you weren't good enough or made you feel small or stupid. It can also, of course, be other types of wounds. Could be a betrayal from a romantic partner. It could be something related to your work not going the way you expected it to, or maybe someone stole your ideas. But you are leaving this energy and going forward. No, because I can understand why you would want to feel not feel trapped. I'm not trying to diminish from it. I'm trying to word this properly. I can understand why it's scary to go after something you've gone after before and it has rejected you, it has disappointed you, it has broken your heart. But I see you being much more aware, significantly wiser, and more confident. And you have the Seven of Pentacles here. So you are still building. You're choosing to. you want to make this work. So you're doing the day-to-day tasks and you're constantly thinking about this thing, you're making steps towards it. And with the Three of Wands, this is something that you want to plan for. This is something that you can see actually turning into something, so you're willing to invest in it, and you're beginning those plans. You're getting clear about what you want because you've had this horrible ending, and maybe something is going to end in order to finalize this. Maybe there's a door that's finally going to close that maybe you sometimes look back at like, oh, I don't know, blah blah blah. No, it's done. You're going through this new cycle. You're not the person you were before. You're not, and you shouldn't want to stay stuck there. And you're leaving behind old ways of thinking and feeling and the pain that you once carried. You're dropping it all off so that you can go on to this next phase. I really love this. Okay, what else do we need to know? Clear, concise message for spirit. Seven of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Eight of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. And Justice. Okay. So Seven of Wands are maybe like a little bit of, I mean, you're still coming out on top, but also are you fighting for the wrong things? Are you, that's sort of why you need to release parts of this, because I'm not saying you're not valid for being upset at whoever, whatever happened. That's totally real. And maybe what you need to do is speak to somebody who will validate you, because if part of your trauma is the fact that you have not been heard, that could be why you're holding on to it and why you're not able to move to the next phase of your life. But holding on to this pain and being resentful at other people who haven't harmed you and projecting and assuming that they're going to do the same things to you and fighting just for the sake of fighting is going to keep you stuck. And some of it's valid. Like sometimes like they may stir the pot. They may actually be doing shit that's annoying, but you don't have to react to them as if they were that past person. And I've done that before too. So don't feel, you're not a bad person. You're obviously hurt, but you have to release that in order to become the person you want to be. Because with the Wheel of Fortune, that's the karma card, and the things, if you've been acting in alignment with who you truly are, good things are on their way. If you get stuck in that cycle of everything sucks, I hate everyone, so fuck it, I'm just gonna go cold, I'm just gonna be cold, you're gonna start reaping worse situations because you're harming others, even if you don't mean to. Like if you're just being shitty, like shit's gonna come your way, you know. And maybe you're feeling a little stagnant. Maybe you're feeling like there's too much to do, there's too much fucking mountain to climb, and I don't have what I need, and I don't have this, and I don't feel well, and maybe you're like not mentally feeling well. And I would suggest, really, again, your overall for the whole reading was this Two of Pentacles, so really balance that self-care. Yes, it's good to grind, it's good to hustle and go after everything that you want in life, but it means nothing if you're not also taking care of your soul and bringing joy into your life. So that's why I do suggest the inner child activities, engaging in things that connect your mind, body, and soul, and therapy. Self-healing is a separate thing from self-care. Don't get so caught up in the healing that you forget the care part. Sometimes you just need to decompress. But I would also suggest maybe talking to somebody or meditating or finding a thing that is healing for you. Knight of Pentacles is giving me that energy of, even though you're feeling sort of defeated, you're feeling sort of like on edge, you're moving forward. Kind of slow. It's like a slow build, but be proud of yourself, because baby steps are steps, and it's extremely important. Like there are some people who won't even take baby steps. They just see all the pain, they feel they've got all the baggage, and they're like, no, I'm done, and they just stop moving. You're choosing to go forward. That's exciting. Yes, there is, with the Seven of Cups, we've got some daydreams, we've got some illusion, but it's still kind of giving a cute energy here of the way that you're pushing forward, the way you're able to keep this steady momentum towards your goals is by fantasizing about the life you're going to have, which is a huge part of the law of attraction and the law of assumption. They're very similar. Um, but visualizing what you want as if it's already yours and how good it's going to feel to have that thing and to live in that house and to be with that person and to work that job and blah, 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 blah. You have to daydream about it. But I definitely feel like some clarity is coming your way with the Justice card. I don't know if this is maybe like this. I mean, it can be legal action, it can be literal, it can be like something's getting handled for you. Again, with the Wheel of Fortune, you also have some karma coming your way. Maybe it's a situation more personal, like um, somebody who has done you wrong kind of getting their payback or giving you clarity. Maybe somebody is coming back with an apology or an explanation for whatever it is they did, and maybe that is going to be healing enough to allow you to push forward. Because you really do, like this whole spread, I see you've got the Knight of Cups, you've got wish fulfillment, you've got strength, and the Emperor. Like so many things here that are saying like, bitch, you are stable, you are secure in who you are. And yes, of course, we all have moments where we doubt ourselves, but overall, you know what you're gonna go after. So go after it. And so it is. Period. No. Really start visualizing what it is that you want. Um, and I really want you to write it down more because there were several cards in here that kind of gave off a like a journaling writing vibe. Do a manifestation journal where you write as if it's already yours, um, just about your dream life. Just be like, today I woke up in my beautiful house with my beautiful partner and we made breakfast and then we went for a jog and our dog was so good and then we went to our business and all the customers were great today and they tipped really high and blah blah, blah. You know what I mean? Just do a full page as if you have the life that you desire. Um, and don't edit it as you write, just enjoy it, just write it out, get playful. Seven of Cups, run away with the daydream. I think you have good things on your way, so be excited for it. I believe in you. Happy Thursday. Comment, like, share, respond, all that. Please subscribe if you feel like this resonated. Comment below what your sign is, but also your life path number, because I'm thinking about maybe starting a series where I do readings for the different life paths. So yeah, have a lovely Thursday and take care.